What's up? It's Pandar. I'm hanging out with Marlon from the Bassjackers. Welcome, brother.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for stopping by. Well, first of all, congratulations. Savior, it's out. How do you feel about it?
I'm really excited because it came out like a week ago and it's sitting in the Beatport Top 10 right now. It's our 5th Beatport Top 10 this year, so we're like actually celebrating.
That's what's up. How does it feel like when you have a top 10 Beatport track? Is it just the best feeling ever?
I mean, like when you release a track, it's always an exciting time, you know, like you're gonna see what it's gonna do, if people are gonna support it, like which DJs are gonna play it, how is it gonna do in the charts. So daily, like you know when the charts will refresh, so you're gonna be like on your laptop refreshing, and it's super cool to see it like going up. And yeah, we had a really good run this year. Like 5 of our tracks made the top 10. Yeah, it's been our best year so far. So.
That's what's up. Well, congratulations on that. A lot of people, they kind of rediscovered the Bassjackers all over again just because you guys are so active. But little do people know, you guys have been doing this for a while. You guys are veterans in the game.
Actually, yeah, well, we've been around for quite some time right now. Like our first big release that put us on the map internationally was Mush Mush on Tiesto's label Musical Freedom. That was 2011, and since then we've been doing this like all the time, like creating new tracks. Every year we want to evolve. Look where the sound's going, and yeah, we try to catch up with the new kids, and you know, like collaborate with them and keep it fresh. So yeah, that's what we've been doing.
How do you guys balance the tour life and the production time? It must be so hectic.
Well, actually for us it's different because like it's me touring and it's Ralph basically producing. So when I'm on tour, he's in the studio working on new music, so I can tour all year round. Like we do 200+ shows a year, and whenever I'm back home at the studio, we try to like wrap up our tracks together. I will give my DJ point of view on the music, and together we decide like where the track is going, and we try to finish it. And like, you know, like on tour, Ralph always sends me sketches or like test versions, and I'll play them and give feedback, like Skype, and you know. So yeah, he can produce every day, I can tour every day. So for us, that works really well.
What an interesting combo, I love it. And now you guys are getting the attention from, especially in the American industry, FM radio stations. You know, we play a lot of mix shows, we play a lot of your records, a lot of just things that hype up general Katy Perry, we call it Katy Perry programming and all that stuff, and really like enhance pop music. Have you heard your songs on the radio before?
Actually, in the States a few times, you know, like you have these dance stations, and yeah, well, our music is played a lot on these stations. So whenever I'm here and the radio's on, there's always like a track, like our own track is playing, and I get really excited. I'm like taking a picture of like our track is playing, and turn on the volume, you know, like it's super, like it's still unreal when your track is played on the radio, and like I get super stoked when it happens.
Can you tell me the first time you ever heard your song on the radio, like in America? What was that like? What were you doing?
I think I was on my way to a show, and I think it was like BPM or something was playing, and it was Mush Mush, and it was playing, and I was in the back, and I freaked out.
Stop whatever.
Like, turn it up. He's like, why? It's our song. Yeah,
That's awesome. And then for a lot of people that definitely look up to you, and especially with the dance scene booming and a lot of kids wanting to be producers, I always hear that, oh, you need to have the best equipment, you need to have Nexus, you need to have Logic. Is that true? To really make good music, do you need all this expensive equipment, or can you start out just being a kid on your laptop?
Well, there's this saying, like, it is the cook and not the kitchen that makes it. And I think it goes for producing as well. Like creativity matters. You have to have a good idea. You don't need necessarily the best equipment to make cool music. I mean, we work really basic. Like Ralph uses a laptop with FL Studio and plugins. Like no fancy hardware, nothing. Just decent studio monitors, because you need to hear what you're making. And that's about it. And I think in the first place, it's really the idea that counts, and you can work from then on. And of course, like maybe you can like spike it up a little bit when you get better equipment, whatever, but it's not necessary. You can make good music with just your laptop and like for example, FL Studio or Logic. So
awesome. What's the next big thing for Bassjackers? Other than Savior, what's the next big next big project in the books?
So yeah, right now we just started the X tour today, and that is more than 6 weeks tours, like about 30 shows. It's together with Dyro. This tour comes with a collaboration. So we have a new track coming up with Dyro, so that's probably going to be our next release due for December.
Nice.
Yeah.
And Jack the Bass, the radio show, get a chance to listen to it. I love the mix of everything, especially you as the DJ. The one thing in America, and you've shown that you guys are capable, is like we want to see people who can mix. But at the same time, I love asking DJs this: is it in today's music world? Is it really important to put on a better show or show off your DJ skills? Because in America, there is this turmoil.
I mean, I think it's you have to have balance. But for shows, I think the most important thing is like your music selection and anticipating, working with the crowd, and at the same time, interaction is actually really important. So people are kind of bashing on like putting on a show and like he's not even mixing, he's standing on the turntables. Well, first of all, you just need like 30 seconds to mix in your next track. If you have your cues ready, you don't need like 2 minutes to cue up and get ready. And I think it's a very good thing, like if you interact with the crowd and people love it and it gets them more hyped. So I think you have to have balance between that. Like you shouldn't do like only like intro, outro mixing and just be considerate with the crowd the whole time. But you have to pick your battles and search for interaction at the same time. Make sure it's a good, decent set you're playing.
I love it.
Yeah.
And one thing I see online, you guys get along with everyone. Everyone loves you guys. The fans love you. Fellow DJs love you. The one thing I've noticed, you know, going on EDM blogs and things like this, everyone has their opinion about something. And like, especially one guy that I feel like unnecessarily gets kind of bashed is Martin Garrix, when it's not really fair. He's talented. Why do some people just, you know, hate like on the music scene or this music production? I don't quite get it.
Well, it's a common thing that there's haters when success is involved. So that's been around forever. And in this case, it's almost like a perfect kid. Like, he is young, he is talented, he is good looking, he's a great performer. So yeah, what are people gonna do? They're not gonna like that. It's too perfect. So they're gonna bash on it. They're not gonna believe he produces his own stuff, which he does.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost too perfect, and I think that's why he is the center of those kind of attention as well. It comes with the territory, you know. Like, if you have a lot of success, people will hate, and yeah.
And that's, well, you know what? I know there's
It's
no
just
hate.
how you deal with it, you know. Like, you can feed off it, I guess. Like, hate is love.
And the one thing I see, that stuff doesn't faze you guys at all. It's love all the way around, especially in your music, you know, in your sets. And my last question is, when you're not jacking the bass, what do you like to do for fun, and what's your favorite food?
When we're not jacking the bass, well, we both like me and Ralph, we like to go surfing. We both really suck, but it's fun. Yeah, but it's fun. And yeah, there's not much time besides Bassjackers, because like it's everywhere now. Like, the tours have been really intense. There's so many like productions in the working, so Ralph is just making really long days in the studio. But yeah, surfing is like sports, hanging out with friends, you know, just normal stuff. And favorite food, for me,
fat, you know I gotta ask this question.
For me, it's probably Italian.
Ah, very nice. Well, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
Wish you nothing but the best, and thank you so
you.
much for stopping by.
Thanks for having us.
Thank
Yo, what's up? This is Bassjackers, and today's hit music is on Z90.